We have Matt Foran from EvoSure today. Matt, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us more about the company.
Very simple. We bring one of the oldest and sexiest marketplaces into the 21st century, commercial insurance.
Commercial, and so how do you bring an old industry into a new marketplace?
You enable the people in the industry to work more effectively with each other. So we are not a disruptive company. We are a helping company. Commercial insurance historically is very much a relationship-based business, and our model is based on supporting those relationships.
It's an enormous industry.
Yes. Yeah, it's $260 billion a year in the U.S. alone, and that is only the premium. So it's something that every company must buy every single year, and it's one of the last things that they will forego before shutting their doors.
Interesting. Where did you come across the idea or the concept for the business and what you're doing for the industry?
Well, both my co-founder and I come from the industry, as well as a majority of our team. So we have 50 years of experience in commercial insurance. So both of us have a pretty unusual career path, and we've seen many angles of the problem. And as a result, through working at brokerages and insurance companies, we saw a need that couldn't be met by just one company and decided that a third party needed to solve it.
We don't hear very often at South by 50 years of experience for a startup.
No. Well, we went out and found some folks who truly know what they're doing and have seen quite a bit of the dysfunction. And as a result, we have a team that truly knows the problem, and we've paired it with folks from Google, Amazon, and the technology expertise to truly build a platform that works.
And, you know, in your experience as an entrepreneur, do you think that's really important wherever you can to get that kind of in-depth industry knowledge, mentorship, participation on board?
Yeah, especially for an industry like commercial insurance, where there are incredible nuances, and if you don't understand those nuances, you likely create a platform or a product or a solution that you fail to gain adoption. Mm-hmm. I think there are many industries where you don't need that level of expertise, but this is a very old, archaic, it's one of the oldest industries on earth. And if you don't understand the subtleties and the way that people truly like to interact, you will fail to produce something that they will use.
And that's really important for an entrepreneurial business. You certainly want your customers to use what you are producing. Tell us more about why you're at South by.
Oh, well, there's no greater place to meet really smart people, to learn from a lot of other companies who are doing great things. We were invited because we're a part of the Pitch Accelerator, so we actually performed earlier today. And it has been a great experience in terms of meeting very talented people and learning new ways of approaching problems that we hadn't even thought of yet.
After you finished pitching, were there people you got to meet, interesting connections, anything special stand out from that?
Yeah, we absolutely got to meet a few people right afterwards. So we were fortunate to go last in the group of presenters, and right afterwards, I think I met at least 7 people who we're going to talk to even this weekend already. So that's a mix of engineering talent, venture capital firms, as well as just people who are generally interested in what we're doing.
Great. Are you raising capital at this stage of your business?
We are. We're just kicking off our A round. So that is an exciting time for us.
And how much are you going to raise in your A round?
We're raising $3.5 million.
And before this A round, did you bootstrap? Did you angel fund? How did you do it?
We self-funded through the first year. Mm-hmm. We raised a seed round, and that's got us to this point.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to your entrepreneurship endeavors and this company, what do you see happening over the next year? What are the plans?
Well, the plans are really easy. Our team is very focused on our users, and we've spent nearly every week interviewing them and walking them through our solution. So for us, we're just on the cusp of bringing on a number of customers, and our plan is to meet with them constantly and build what they see most valuable. Mm-hmm. So over the next year, I expect we'll expand that customer base and continue to drive more and more value out of their use of our tool.
Before you started this business, did you expect when you were going through a school yourself to be an entrepreneur?
No, probably not. I throughout college, I expected to be in a large corporation, and throughout my career, I've worked for companies that are Fortune 500 firms, and in every one of them, I found myself continually inventing and trying to change the way that people did things, but I did it in a way that I believe was enabling in nature, which is very unique because I find most people who try to change the way that people do their job or work on processes is they try to disrupt them. So in each one of those cases, I found myself helping folks. And I think that really lends naturally to, especially a tech startup, delivering great value to people.
Perhaps you've just gone from being an intrapreneur to an entrepreneur.
You know what? I think that's one of the best ways I've heard it said. So I was told by one of the folks on our team, actually our legal counsel, that always entrepreneur before an executive. So
This is fantastic. We wish you much success with the company. We think you're obviously doing great to even be in the pitch contest about given the many hundreds and thousands of companies that apply. So congratulations for being at South by Southwest, and come back next year and tell us what you've done.
I will. Thank you very much.
Thank you.